It is time for another episode of the About Mansfield Consumer Advice Series. I'm Steve Casillo, and welcome. You are doing one of three things right now. You are either watching the video on YouTube, LinkedIn, or you are listening to the podcast on your favorite podcast player, or you're watching the video on Facebook. There we go. There are three things. And as we do every Friday, right over there is Phillip Washington Jr. Say hello to the Mansfieldians.
How's it going, Mansfieldians?
How's it going, Mansfieldians? Today we are talking about Bread Fables.
Yes.
And more specifically, common beliefs that people have about money.
Yes. Bread Fables, as opposed to what the world might call money myths.
Okay. And you're going to bust the money myths.
I'm going to bust them up.
So he's our financial myth buster.
Yes, financial myth buster.
Okay. I tell you what, can we turn this into like a true or false game?
Let's do it. I like that. Let's do that.
All right.
That's funner.
So we'll go down the list, and I will say, after I give the topic, my opinion of whether it's true or false.
Let's do it.
Okay. Money is the key to happiness. True.
True. Okay.
Is that true?
No.
No. Okay.
I can elaborate.
Okay, let's elaborate.
So the key to happiness is happiness. That's my answer, right? And that's the answer that I feel like is more sustainable, because if money is the key to happiness, then that means in order to be happy, you actually have to have an amount of money that you feel is what you need, right? And that number changes and increases over time based on like what you want to buy. So for example, if you have $10,000 in your account and your AC goes out and that takes $8,000 of it, and now you only have like a couple of grand left or $24 left, that means if money is the key to happiness and now you have what you consider less than that or less than desirable, then you're not going to be happy, right? And so
but you'll be happy in the air conditioning.
you will be happy, right? You'll be happy in the air condition. So that's why I like to say happiness is the key to happiness, because you can find happiness in anything, right? Outside of money. So in that example, if money was the key to happiness, my money went down, then I would be unhappy. But if happiness is my key to happiness, then I, like you said, I can say, oh, I spent this money, but the positive is I have great AC. Like my family feels good.
And now I'm happy.
And now I'm happy, right? Yeah. So it's a self-reinforcing cycle if happiness is the key, and then everything else just kind of works around that key.
All right. So the next one, prove me wrong. More money means less stress.
That is the perception that we all have if we start off without money.
Oh, but that is so true, though, isn't it? More money means less stress. You go to a bar, you start sending out $100 bills, buying people drinks. That's oh my gosh, how stress-free.
That is false.
Again.
Yes.
Elaborate.
Here's some real stories. So, again, I get to interact with people with money. And if money is the source of your relaxation, or if you perceive more money is going to be less stressful, then once you get the money, it magnifies how you already feel. So like, I know people where they have more money. So what that means is more people are asking them for money, right? More people, they have more decisions to make about money. They got bigger expenses. People are coming at them, for just more money. And that makes them like not feel great about money, right? And it creates, IRS wants your money. Like if when you get more money, right, you get more of everything. Here's a better way to explain it. Yes, better way to explain it is you think about expansion, and in expansion, let's just call it, there's an equal amount of positives and an equal amount of negatives in that new world that you expanded into, and your ability to focus on what you want to focus on brings you what you desire. So meaning like, if in your world today, if it's relatively smaller than the world you want to go to when you have more money, if you can be relaxed in this world and you can focus on the 50% of things that are relaxing in your world and ignore the thoughts and things that are not relaxing, as your world expands or your money expands, you've trained yourself to focus on the positive world, meaning like you're an optimist instead of a pessimist. But if you're a pessimist and then your money world expands and you're used to focusing on things that are negative, guess what? That's going to raise your stress level, right? So more money only means less stress if you're an optimist.
Like the old song goes, "Mo money, mo problems."
Yes, the late Biggie Smalls.
Yes.
Christopher Wallace. That's what they called him.
Okay. All right. Money can't buy love or true happiness. Come on now. That goes back to going out to the nightclubs and buying people drinks. That's love, isn't it?
That's a temporary hit, right? It's love in the moment, but it's not really loving for you. It's loving for like what you can do, right? It's the ultimate, what I call reversive love or needing validation, right? Validation is sometimes confused with love, but true love doesn't need validation, right? One of my favorite movies is Coming to America.
Yeah. Oh,
like the original one. The second one was good. I mean, I appreciate trying to remake a classic, but the first one was great because he was rich, a rich prince from Africa. He wanted to come to America to find love, and so he posed as a McDowell's, not McDonald's, a McDowell's
yeah.
worker, and found love. But she loved him for him. She had no idea he was a super rich prince from Africa, right? And so that was lasting love versus, what he attracted from home, which was everybody knew he was a prince and he had love. And so he had people coming to him for like his money and his stuff. So he needed to shed that and let somebody come for him. So that's the same thing. I hear a lot of young men in the culture that's trying to find love, and they're listening to young women who think that what they're seeking is money. So the guy thinks that they have to put all his money to attract love. And I'm like, well, both perspectives are off. You want to be authentically you, and then you want to attract somebody who's authentically you. And so then they're with you for you. And as the conditions around your life changes, right, they're there for you, right? They can roll with the conditions, because as long as you're you and you're not fake and you're true to who you are, which is who they fell in love with, then you'll always be joined. But if you put up a character, like a fake person that's right, like a money, right, then as the money changes and goes, so will their feelings.
So money cannot buy you love or true happiness?
Absolutely not. It can just buy you temporary transactions.
What if I took the money to the Maldives and just stayed there? Wouldn't I be? Maybe I wouldn't be happy there. Maybe I'd get lonely.
Yeah, you would find if you're a pessimist, you're going to find terrible things in heaven. Pessimists in heaven would find something wrong with heaven.
Yeah. Should we go to the next one?
Yes.
Okay. And money is the root of all evil.
Yes, and I want to, I put this quote here, and this is what's actually quoted, but where it comes from is, the love of money is the root of all evil.
That sounds biblical.
Yeah, I feel like it is. Both of them are wrong, because money is relatively neutral, right? And love, right? If what love truly is a lack of judgment, and in order to attract something, you have to not judge it. And so if loving money is not bad, right? Because if you're a loving person and you really own love, right? You love everything, but you have to love something that you attract. Like love to me is like glue. Love is a joiner.
Yeah.
And so it's not the love of money that's the root of all evil. It's you wanting to put money at the center of yourself. Meaning, if you think money is your savior, if you think money is what you want to build the foundation of what you consider valuable in life, a value, then that's going to be the root of all evil, with evil being like stress. I like to call evil stress, because if money is the foundation of your life, then your happiness, your peace, your joy is going to fluctuate based on not only your money, but the perceived value of your money, right? The perceived relative value of your money, meaning if you perceive somebody to have more money than you, then it makes you feel poorer, which that makes you not feel great about yourself, which makes you want to be jealous and do things to get even or to find balance, versus just saying, no, like I'm good. I'm good.
Would you say in a nutshell that happiness, less stress, love comes from within?
100%.
There you go. Namaste.
Namaste.
If someone wanted to reach out to Phillip Washington Jr. for more happiness, love, and less stress advice, financial advice, how can they reach out to Phillip Washington
Best way is Stonehill Wealth Management. We're doing, in the moment, $500 investment plans where you come to me, you tell me your goals and what you value. I'll look at your money and say, okay, this portfolio is aligned with that. If not, here's a portfolio that is, right? And there's more to advising than just like the math. It's more, hey, how do you feel about money? What are you doing? And let's make sure that you feel good about this investment plan, because if you can feel good about it, you'll stick to it and potentially get the rewards of what you're doing.
And I'm going to assume that's StonehillWealthManagement.com.
Yes, I must not have said it properly.
Yeah, you gave the name of the business, but you
StonehillWealthManagement.com. Thanks, Steve.
All right. We do this every Friday. Phillip, have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks. See you next week.
We appreciate you listening to the About Mansfield Consumer Advice Series. By the way, if you own a business and you are interested in being a part of the Consumer Advice Series, if you have the knowledge to give information in 10-minute increments to the consumers, shoot me an email to info@aboutmansfield.com. Again, that is info@aboutmansfield.com. We'll tell you how we can get you all set up. Appreciate it. We do it again next week right here on the podcast.